sir, why is Congress so opposed to intensive role revision? Now it's going to be a national exercise.
कार्तिकेय जी, कांग्रेस पार्टी तो लगातार इस बात का विरोध कर रही है एसआईआर का, और ये मानती है कि ये एनआरसी और सीएए जो ये गवर्नमेंट लेकर आई थी उससे भी भयानक कदम है ये एनआरसी का। जब वो दोनों चीजें देश में लागू नहीं कर पाई तो इन्होंने एक रास्ता और निकाला है कि ये इस तरीके से सिस्टम, ये जो इंटेंसिव रिवीजन कर रहे हैं, ये रास्ता इन्होंने निकाला है। मैं ये समझना चाहता हूं कि 65 लाख लोगों के जो इलेक्टोरल रोल्स में से नाम काटे जाएंगे, जो आपने अभी डिटेल बताई है, उनको क्या करेंगे? उनको क्या, उनको देश से निकाला कर देंगे? वो देश में नहीं रहेंगे? इतने इतने सारे इलीगल माइग्रेंट हैं। अगर ऐसी स्थिति है तो 2024 का जो चुनाव लोकसभा का हुआ और 2023 के अंदर जो समरी रिवीजन किया, इलेक्शन कमीशन के पास में बकायदा शेड्यूल है, तो सितंबर से लेकर जनवरी तक को हर साल समरी रिवीजन करता है। वही बीएलओ आज भी हैं, वही बीएलओ उस समय थे जिन्होंने रिवीजन किया था, वही बीएलओ आज है जिनके माध्यम से ये नए फार्म भरवा के लोगों को कह रहे हैं साहब ये नेपाली है, अभी जैसे जगदीप पाल जी ने कहा बांग्लादेशी है, रोहिंग्या है, ये जो बात कर रहे हैं, ये सरासर इस देश को जाति जनगणना की बात जब से राहुल गांधी जी ने की है तब से भारतीय जनता पार्टी उसको पता नहीं।
हरिशंकर जी, जरूरी नहीं है जानना कि हमारे वोटर्स कौन है, ये जानना जरूरी नहीं है कि हमारे वोटर्स कौन है। आई थिंक इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। यस, इट माइट बी कम्बरसम सर, मैं मान सकता हूँ कि तकलीफ भी हो सकती है, पर हर बार ये कह देना कि पीपल डिसएनफ्रेंचाइज हो जाएंगे, मतलब उस आर्ग्यूमेंट का भी तो एक लिमिट होता है सर।
देखिए कार्तिक जी, मैंने आपको साफ साफ बताया है, समरी रिवीजन हर साल होता है और वही बीएलओ करते हैं, उसी के अंदर जो वोट गलत होते हैं उनको काटा जाता है बताता। तो ये जो नया तरीके से वोट बनाने का काम ये कर रहे हैं, और एक दो वोट थोड़ी है, 50,000 लाख वोट थोड़ी है, ये 65 लाख वोट काटने की बात कर रहे हैं। इसको क्या
okay, now let me go back to graphic. Charu Pragya also joins me, spokesperson Bharatiya Janata Party. Let me just play out that graphic. Let me play out that graphic and then I go to Charu Pragya. Total entry 64 lakh, migrated and not traced 35 lakh, duplicate voters 7 lakhs and deceased voter 22 lakhs. So 22, 35 and 7, please add, it will become the 64 lakhs. Charu, to you, my question is, now the entire exercise is national. It covers BJP ruled states also, it covers non-BJP ruled state also. So what is the problem now? Do you think that it's going to be a bit of a headache for BJP, because since Bihar has created so much of, I would say, political opprobrium in parliament, do you think it may continue, ma'am?
Kartikeya ji, good evening to you and good evening to all our viewers. See, the issue with the opposition is that they need to pick up something which they can talk about, because obviously governance and policy is not their forte. Let me give you some numbers before we get into the debate. 52 lakh voters that have been deleted till now, out of them, nearly 20 lakh were found to be dead. Dead people. Does the opposition want votes of ghosts? 26 lakh plus people have shifted to other locations in the country. They've made their voter ID cards maybe elsewhere. 7.5 lakh plus people were found to be duplicate. They had multiple voter ID cards. So why should this cleanup exercise not be done? Now, to counter the fake propaganda that the opposition has been spreading, let's go back to SIR that happened in 2002-2003. In 20 states, this exercise was carried out. But what happened in 2004? It was their government which came into power. The government changed. They should be happy about it. In Jharkhand, there were names which were struck off the voter list, but whose government came to power? It was theirs again. Telangana, the same thing happened. Jammu and Kashmir, there was a revision process. Again, it's their government in power. The same thing happened in Delhi in 2020, their government in power. In fact, I don't understand, what are they scared about? What are you scared about? If BJP is not scared every single time this process is carried out and it's your party that comes to power, why are you scared? Because I think they have become habitual to shifting the goalpost. It started with the EVMs. When that didn't gain any traction and Supreme Court threw it out, they moved on to VVPATs. They pointed fingers at the election commissioner, and today they are stuck on the electoral rolls, and they tried to do the same thing in Maharashtra. They didn't speak for 6 months. By the time they found their voice, it was 6 months too late and on foreign soil. I don't know what relevance the Americans have to Indian voter lists. And after that, also, they couldn't stick to one number. Even on the floor of the House, Rahul Gandhi has been found to be quoting various numbers. He ranges from 7 lakhs to 70 lakhs. I'm sure even the Congress spokesperson will not have an answer for this. So, my question to you is, one, every single time SIR has been carried out, you have gained. What is your problem? Two, Election Commission is listing out all the data, declaring it in a completely transparent way. So what is the problem? Three, you have been given ample time to go for corrections if needed. You've got your BLOs on the ground. There is time to go for appeal. Again, why are you making a hue and cry of this
Okay.
right at the beginning?
Okay, three important points. Manasvi to you, and then I'll go to Savio Rodriguez. Manasvi, Charu has a point. First, it was EVMs, and now it's like this stolen election issue. Can you please unmute yourself, Manasvi?
See, in a democracy, asking questions is not something which is wrong. On the contrary, asking questions and talking on various things is on the more democratic. In a democracy, it's a healthy way of debates. But when you stop and when you ridicule the opposition in a way that you are asking wrong kind of questions, you are not allowed to ask questions, you don't let them debate in the parliament, and you don't allow debates to happen, that is unhealthy democracy, and that will not take the democracy of our country, great nation, forward. So when we ask questions, it is legitimate for opposition to ask questions. It would be the worst questions ever. It could be completely evading the opposition out in the electoral politics in the future. But they have the right to ask because they represent people. And SIRs have happened in the past from 2008, 2009, 2013, but it did not happen just before the elections. And it did not happen at the time of election of a particular state. In 2008, the elections were in 2009, the Lok Sabha election. At that time also SIR happened, but there was a complete period of given to all the political parties. Now when political parties who are the prime people who are going to fight this election, you didn't consult them, you didn't discuss with them. Election Commission basically governs the political parties, and apart from the people in power, they have not consulted anyone. They did not discuss. The key stakeholders are the political parties, and now when you say the last date to fill your declaration forms and to fill your forms number 6 and 8 was 25th July 2025. What is the mandate after 25th July 2025? As per the order of the Election Commission, today is the last date. And all those people who are not recorded, what will happen to them? So now what has happened? Leave the political parties aside. What the question comes in the mind of the people of Bihar would be, the burden is on the people of Bihar. There would be migrants who have come to Bihar. There would be Dalits. There would be Adivasis who may not have Pakka houses also, but they are people who are born in Bihar. So what about them? So these questions are unanswered by Election Commission. And just before the election, you do such exercise, it's going to create a hue and cry to all the political parties and their voters. We cannot punish the voters.